Donald Trump often denies the reality that humans are warming up the Earth.
Well, I'm not a big believer in man-made climate change.
Scott Pruitt is not too different. He was recently confirmed to lead the EPA, which happens to be an agency he's sued more than a dozen times. During his confirmation hearing, he went on the record and said,
"Science tells us that the climate is changing, and then human activity in some manner impacts that change. The ability to measure with precision the degree and extent of that impact and what to do about it are subject to continuing debate and dialogue, and well, it should be."
So, we have a problem here. The administration seems to deny and doubt the degree of human involvement in the effects of climate change, even when 97% of scientists agree that humans are causing the warming of the planet.
Mathematical balance, I'm going to bring out two people who agree with you, climate skeptic, and Bill Nye, I'm also going to bring out 96 other scientists. It's a little unwieldy, but this is the only way you can actually have a representative discussion.
And unfortunately, communities of color are usually affected by climate change the most. A 20-year report entitled Toxic Waste and Race at 20 found that more than half of the people who lived 1.86 miles within a toxic waste facility were people of color. Communities of color and the poor are more likely to breathe in dirty air. According to a report entitled The Climate Gap, 5 of the smoggiest cities in California also have the highest densities of people of color and low-income residents. The effects of climate change, like the devastating conditions of Hurricane Katrina, disassemble communities of color and low-income households. Extreme weather can displace residents as well. The Obama administration looked to find a solution to these problems through the Environmental Justice 2020 Action Agenda. The EPA created it last year to address environmental justice. It looked to improve the health and environmental vitality of communities. But with Pruitt in charge, he may disregard these plans. Trump's administration is painting a clearer picture of their views on climate change. Trump decided to repeal an Obama-era regulation that required coal companies to clean up streams upon finishing up their work. Now coal companies have the power to dump debris into streams. In the coming weeks, Trump may sign additional executive orders to regulate the power of the EPA. The Clean Power Plan, which focuses on reducing carbon emissions from coal-burning plants, is likely to be dismantled. When Pruitt was Attorney General of Oklahoma, he led a group of 28 other states in a lawsuit against the EPA that looked to block the implementation of the Clean Power Plan. So, the question remains, how will communities of color deal with climate change under a Trump administration?